welcome back to another video slash vlog slash what I eat in a day video. We are currently in Colorado and I'm gonna bring you along for the day of eating as well as do like a little bit of a life update slash wedding update. I just feel like I have things that I want to chat with you guys about today. So I so far have walked Trevi, worked out, showered, did a little bit of work. I'm gonna go head downstairs. I'm currently working in our bedroom, but I'm gonna head downstairs and make my matcha and then make some breakfast. So I'll give you a quick tour, but this is our bedroom. My workspace is right over there. We've got a bunch of windows. We're on the second floor. And then if I turn around this way, we have a bathroom here. And this is another spare bedroom that if we have guests, which we probably won't, people can stay here. And then if you go downstairs, here is our downstairs area. Matt has a little workout or workspace there. Trevi. And then we have a really nice, a little bit messy kitchen. We have a little workout space over here. And then we have a little half bath right here, which has laundry right behind that door. Since we drove out here to Colorado, I actually brought my blender because I literally use it every single day and I make smoothies and everything like that. Oops, it's a little dirty. So I'm gonna make my matcha obviously in my blender and I have all of my ingredients right over here. So if you've never made my matcha before, which you've seen me make it a million times, I use a Poto tea, and this is by far the best matcha I think on the market. I have tried a bunch of different brands. I have bought this for multiple years. They are incredible, and it's over, I think it's over 100 years old, and it's based in Japan, and they're just like, their matcha is so good. So I will link this down below for you. My sweetener of choice is monk fruit extract. You could also use stevia if you wanted. I just don't personally like the flavor and the aftertaste that it has. And then I have my pumpkin pie spice, and I actually purchased pumpkin pie spice in bulk because I eat it every single day. So I just refill this little container as it is empty. And then I have my raw coconut butter, and I just add a tablespoon of this, and then I blend it up with water in my blender. Thing I did was bring my purple mug because you guys know I am obsessed with this and I drink this whole thing of matcha every single day. So again, since we drove, brought what I felt like I wanted from home to make this feel like home, and the purple mug definitely does that for me. Okay, so it's freezing, and since I have my giant matcha, I want something else like warm. I'm gonna make some oatmeal. I made this oatmeal the other day and it was so good. It's basically just oatmeal with a little bit of protein powder topped with like fresh berries, almond butter, and a little bit of honey or maple syrup. So good. So I'm gonna flip it around and let's do it. All right, so I've got some oats, and I'm also gonna add in some coconut water. Coconut water adds a little bit of sweetness to your oats, and I don't want to have almond milk for some reason. And I'm going to turn it on medium heat and just bring it to a boil. I'm also going to add in some hemp seeds and then my protein powder, and I'm going to give this a little stir, and I might have to add more liquid. Looks like I do. And so you could either add in almond milk or you could add in water. I'm just going to do water. Now that it's boiling a bit, I'm gonna add in some cinnamon. I just love cinnamon with my oatmeal. And basically just cook this until it is thickened and meets the consistency that I'm looking for. And then the sweetness I'm gonna do on top instead of in here. Drizzle of almond butter that comes off my spoon. There we go. So almond butter, and this is gonna add more healthy fats and some protein. you add more protein to make it more filling. It's really important that you, if you are eating something like oatmeal, which is high carb, that you incorporate some healthy fats and protein in there to slow down the conversion of the carbs to glucose and spiking your blood sugar. And it also will just help you stay more full and satisfied for longer. And then I'm just gonna add on my fresh berries. I have some raspberries and some blueberries. And then I'm gonna sprinkle on a touch of hemp seeds and then finish it off with some maple syrup. All right, so I thought I would do a little sit down update with you guys. I just made a cup of jasmine green tea, and I wanted to give you just like a little life update, a little wedding update. So obviously we are not in New York right now. We decided, well, so we were kind of like going back and forth between giving up our lease and like moving somewhere, or renewing our lease and just traveling or going somewhere else for like a month or two. So that's what we ended up doing, because we were able to get our rent reduced a little bit, because things in New York are obviously not renting very well because people don't want to live there right now. So we were able to take the savings that we have from the rent, put it towards an Airbnb, and we hadn't spent any time in Colorado since last January. So we drove across the country in about 3 days, and now we're here in Denver. And we rented a little Airbnb about like 5 minutes from Matt's mom's house. We are right near a nice park, which is great for Trevi. We have 2 floors like you saw, and we're gonna be here for at least a couple months. We have this until the end of March, and then maybe we'll, I don't know, go somewhere else. Probably not. We'll either go home, or we might like extend our time here a little bit. So that's why we are here, in case you were curious. And don't worry, we like did everything safely. We didn't see anyone as we were going, and we tested negative before we got here. So anyway, that's kind of what's going on life-wise. All right, so of course, as soon as I started doing that, my camera died. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, that kind of finished up what's going on personally for us. The other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is the wedding. So when I shared that we got engaged last August, I'll link that video right up here. We had plans to have like a regular kind of big wedding, 125 to 140 people. We were planning to have it in Vermont, and as the planning got underway, we decided that was definitely not the best thing to do and wasn't going to guarantee that we were going to be able to have our wedding when we wanted it. So we were hoping to have it this Labor Day weekend this year in 2021. Maybe we'll be at a point in September where that kind of thing is allowed, but we were feeling like we didn't want to take that risk. So we didn't want to get into all the deposits and the planning and then have to like change course at the last minute. So we decided to totally scale back. We basically scrapped all plans. The only thing that we kept was our photographer. And we are instead getting married in Maine. And you guys know I have a very strong connection to Maine. And we're going to basically have a backyard wedding ceremony. And then we're going to have people there bust up to Portland, Maine. And we're gonna go out to dinner. So it's not what I imagined happening for my wedding, but I'm really actually like very excited about it. There's gonna be 24 people, I think, immediate family only, and my 2 grandmothers. We don't have any other living grandparents, so just those 2 grandmothers and immediate family, and that's gonna be it. We're having one of our best friends from college marry us. One of my best friends, well, another one of our best friends from college is going to do our kind of like day of planning, and it's gonna be really simple. It's gonna be kind of casual, I guess, but I still hope that people like dress like a wedding. I'm obviously going to be wearing my dress, and then what we're actually going to do is have these like mini parties for other members of my family. So the next weekend after our wedding, the side of my family that is close by, which is my dad's side of the family and is connected to the house in Kennebunkport, we're all gonna come up and get together and have a party at the house. We're gonna have dinner. The same caterers that are catering our wedding is going to cater the evening, and we're just basically gonna try to make it feel like a reception, but it's just gonna be the immediate side of the family with that family. So I think that's like 25 people. And then in September or late August, we're going to drive down to where my mom's side of the family lives. And we're going to do a small party with them somewhere around there in like the Wilmington, Delaware, Philadelphia area. We'll do another like kind of 18 to 20 person party. And then in the fall, hopefully we'll be able to do something with our friends in the New York area. So it's basically like a little mini wedding tour, but ultimately it's gonna A, ensure that we can get married this year, B, that we are going to be able to celebrate with all of the people that are most important to us, and then C, we can do it in the safest way possible. So obviously not what I was initially anticipating, but I'm excited about it, and I'm actually like really looking forward to just doing a small thing each time. I'm actually not somebody that loves to be like the center of attention, and having a giant wedding and being like the person that everybody is focusing on wasn't causing me stress, but it was something that I was just like not super psyched about. There was definitely part of me that knew having all of the people that are the most important to us all together at once would be really cool and special, but it's still going to be really special this way. And yeah, we're gonna be married in August or in July and I'm really excited about it. So that's kind of what's going on with wedding planning and personal life. Hoping to move out of the city when our lease is ending in January of next year. I'm not sure where that's gonna go, but also hoping to start a family next year. So thinking about living somewhere other than a tiny one-bedroom apartment in New York City is exciting. And I know, I feel like there just hasn't been a ton of updates with just life in general because we're all living a kind of monotonous, mundane existence right now. Pretty much every day is blending all together. So those are the main things that have changed for us. I hope you guys are doing well. This is hopefully going to be over in the next couple months, although we'll have to see. But yeah, so yeah, that's what's going on with me. I'm gonna finish my tea, get back to my work. I'm actually working right now on my hard copy spring meal plan. So I mentioned the hard copy fall meal plan, which I actually have right here. So this is the one that we launched in the fall of 2020. We are going to be doing one quarterly every year, every quarter this year. And so the spring one is coming out in about a month. And if you do want to get on the list to make sure that you get that first, because we do limited printed runs, maybe you missed out on the fall one or you loved the fall one and you want to get the spring one because it's going to be all different recipes. The waitlist link is right down below if you want to do that. These are really awesome. They're basically like 4-week meal plans with all of your recipes. Everything is organized with tabs, you can see, so you can easily flip. There's shopping lists for everything. The recipes for this one were themed kind of like cozy comforting. The one for the spring one are going to be kind of fresh and a little bit lighter. There's still a bunch of like cooked vegetables because the spring can also still be kind of chilly, but it's going to be kind of like, yeah, more seasonal and really delicious. I'm really excited about it coming together. There's also exclusive recipes that go in the meal plan. So there's recipes that you can't find anywhere else, which is really cool. So if you do want to check that out and join the wait list, we're going to hopefully be launching the first week of March, and we'll only be doing 500 this time. So we did 300 last time and we did sell out. So we're only going to do 500 this time. And if you want to be one of the 500 that gets your very own one-of-a-kind, one-time only spring meal plan from yours truly, then get on the list and you'll be the first to know. You'll also get a 20% discount if you do sign up for the wait list. So yeah, enough blabbing from me for now. I'm going to finish my tea and then I will see you guys at lunch. Time for lunch. I am gonna have leftovers from a dinner that I made last night. So I'm gonna show you what I have. Our fridge is actually quite full, but it's in this giant Tupperware, and I'm just gonna heat it up. And it's roasted vegetables with tofu, and so all I did last night was roasted some asparagus, broccoli, and carrots, and then I marinated some of this tofu in tamari, garlic powder, pepper flakes, and then I let it sit for like 15 minutes, and then I just seared it in a pan, like 2 to 3 minutes per side. So I'm gonna heat this up, make some sort of sauce, And that is gonna be lunch. This is the beauty of meal prep, my friends. It cuts down so much time. Lunch is probably gonna take me like 3 minutes to make. So I've actually also been snacking on this. I've had like it in thirds all day, but these are my favorite protein bars. I've shared these a bunch before, but this is the best flavor. They have 12 grams of protein, only 4 sugar, and 14 fiber. They honestly taste like brownies. They're so good. This one's gone now, but vegan, gluten-free, and delish. So I will link these down below. I get boxes of them on Amazon, and I go through them so fast because they're so good. So I don't have any tahini. I know, I always put tahini on my grocery list, but I forgot it. So I'm gonna use this Kite Hill Ranch dip, which is vegan and gluten-free. And I'm gonna mix it up, stir it together, and either plop it on the side or try to drizzle it, but it's not very drizzleable. So maybe I'll mix it with a little bit of almond milk to make it more of a drizzle. And here's lunch. I actually mixed it with a little bit of buffalo sauce, so it's spicy. Not the prettiest, so I'm glad I took a picture before I put the sauce on, but so easy. It's like 3 minutes later, and high protein, high fiber, delish. Out for our evening walk with Trevi, and I'm gonna have a little snack really quickly. These are Sumo citruses. If you've never heard of Sumo citrus before, I actually don't totally know what they are, but they are delicious. They're basically like a giant tangerine. That's what I think they taste like. I like them much better than oranges. And they are currently in season. So I got these at Whole Foods, but I think they're at like many different grocery stores. They're delish. So I'm gonna open it up, show you what it looks like, and have this before we go for a walk. So they basically look like an orange, but they're so juicy. That one? What do you mean? You said you wanted one. No? I'm not gonna throw it. Trevi content in today's video. You think I'm eating something that you want, but you can sniff it if you want. Come here. See? You're not gonna like it. No, you don't like it. All right, so we just got back from our walk. It is frigid outside. I think it's like 2 degrees right now. And I was planning on cooking my own dinner, but we stopped at Matt's mom's house, and she gave me kind of like it's like basically like a meal delivery service kit, but they are local to Denver. And she gave me a vegan curried lentil bowl with orange miso dressing. Doesn't that sound delicious? So that's what I'm gonna have. It serves 2 people. I'm gonna have it for lunch tomorrow, and I'll flip it around and show you what's inside, but it's looking really good. So here is the meal. It obviously does come in plastic, but they reuse these every week, so I think they send them back, or he picks them up when he drops these off. And I need 2 hands to open this. So it comes with all the ingredients. So we have an orange, here we have pumpkin seeds and raisins. This is, I'm guessing, the orange sesame dressing. This is some like cabbage mixture in here. We have quinoa, and this is pre-cooked, so we just have to like steam it. And then this is pumpkin seeds, lentils, sweet potato, and some curry flavored seasonings and stuff. So the directions are on here, but we're going to first cook the lentils and sweet potatoes, then we're gonna do the quinoa, and then we're gonna put everything together. So let's make it. So I've got the lentils and the sweet potatoes, and you're not supposed to add the quinoa, but I added the quinoa in here because it's a little undercooked, so I want it to steam a little bit, and B, I don't really want anything cold, so it's supposed to be a cold salad. So I'm just gonna heat everything up, and I'm probably gonna add in some spinach because I haven't had any greens yet today. And then I'll serve it with everything else, but so far it smells delicious. All right, let's check it out. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. I added in a bunch of spinach, and it's all, nice and warm now. So I'm gonna serve it up with the rest of the toppings, and that is gonna be dinner. I feel like I need to make something like this for the blog because This smells amazing. I'm just gonna do some of these toasted pepitas and raisins. I'm not like the hugest raisin fan, but I think it will be good in here. And then our orange sesame dressing. Oh yeah. And just to make it look pretty, to garnish some hemp seeds. This would also look good with sesame seeds on top. But this is dinner. It smells amazing. Let me taste it and tell you what I think. All right, so here is the dinner. It smells really good. Really yummy. All right, friends, that does it for me today. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog, what I eat in a day, life update. There was obviously a lot to talk about. This is probably a really long video, so if you're still here, appreciate you. If you want to see more vlogs from Colorado, let me know in the comments. And what else? I'll link my recipe or what I eat in a day video down below the playlist. I'll also link any recipes that I mentioned today. I'll link this. Anything basically that I talked about, I'll try to link. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this vlog, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. There is a red button right below this video that says subscribe. Just tap that button. And I will see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.